Hi, I'm Mark and I'm here with Amber to discuss the coronavirus business interruption loan scheme, which has been introduced to help the many businesses across the UK which are struggling to maintain cash flow as they attempt to cover the day-to-day costs of running a business throughout the coronavirus lockdown. This cash flow crisis could mean that 1 in 5 businesses run out of cash by the end of April, according to recent data, while 6 in 10 will have no reserves left within 3 months. The government has taken unprecedented action to try and support businesses during this difficult time, including more than 330 billion via the Coronavirus Business Interruption Loan Scheme, better known as CBILS. These are intended as a sort of bridging loan to help businesses bolster their cash reserves until other measures come into force and the period of lockdown eventually ends in the UK and trading can return to some form of normality. To help you gain a greater appreciation of what the CBILS covers and whether or not you or your business may be eligible, we will answer some common queries.
What does the CBILS offer to small businesses?
Funding can be in various forms to suit the needs of the business. This includes loans, overdraft, invoice financing or asset finance. Funding of between £1,000 to £5 million will be available, subject to each accredited lender's criteria.
What businesses are eligible?
The British Business Bank say that businesses that meet the following condition must be considered for the CBILS, and which are be UK based in its business activity, have an annual turnover of more than 45 million, of which more than 50% is generated through trading activities, have a borrowing proposal which the lender would consider viable were it not for the current pandemic, and for self-certification that the business has been adversely impacted by the coronavirus. Full details of eligibility can be found on the British Business Bank, which is www.british-business-bank.co.uk.
What steps do you need to take to apply?
The scheme will be delivered through existing commercial lenders backed by government-owned British Business Bank. There are currently more than 40 accredited lenders able to offer the scheme, but more are being added regularly. These are the steps you should take in applying for a loan. 1. Decide which form of finance you require and identify which accredited lenders can offer it. This can be done using the British Business Bank's filter tool on its website. 2. This filter allows you to put in the region where your business is based and the type of loan you require, and will provide you with a list of suitable lenders. 3. Research what each lender is offering via their website and decide how much funding you require. 4. Collate all necessary information to make an application, including an up-to-date business plan, cash flow forecasts, business plans, historic accounts, and details of assets, which we can help you with. 5. Make an application with your chosen lender, which suits your requirements. The loan application process is likely to differ from lender to lender, and the British Business Bank has indicated that it may be beneficial to seek finance first for a lender which you have an existing relationship with.
Will interest be payable?
CBILS will be interest-free for the first 12 months, as the government has guaranteed to cover these payments during this period. Most facilities are offered over a 6-year period, which means that businesses will have to repay the debts plus interest over the additional 5 years. Terms are not necessarily fixed at 6 years for all facilities, so businesses must discuss the length of repayment with their lender. Depending on the type of facility used and the lender interest rates after the initial 12 months, the interest rate currently range from 2 to 3% up to 30% for more specialised lenders. The average reported interest rate is said to be around 7%. The government and British Business Bank, which is helping to administer the CBILS, have confirmed that no setup fees will be charged.
Will business owners need to provide personal guarantees?
The British Business Bank has confirmed that a lender can only require personal guarantees for facilities of 250,000 or more. However, where personal guarantees are required, they exclude the principal private residence, and B, recoveries under these are capped at a maximum of 20% of the outstanding balance of the CBILS facility after the proceeds of the business assets have been applied.
If the scheme is government backed, who is then liable for all of the debt?
The borrower will remain 100% liable for the debt. An 80% guaranteed offered by the government is simply to provide some recourse for the lender in the event of a borrower defaulting on their debt in the future. Rejected applications should not affect your business's credit rating according to the government, but non-payment of an accepted loan will have an adverse effect.
How soon will businesses be able to access the money?
There is no definite date set by the government, but payments are expected soon for those who have already been accepted. It is important that you discuss the date of payment with a lender to ensure that your business has sufficient reserves to tide you over.
What happens if a business is rejected by a lender?
If you have previously been rejected by a lender, then it may be worth reapplying with another lender. Each lender is applying its own specific set of criteria, and just because you are turned down by one doesn't mean you cannot apply for other funding from another lender. The government has also imposed new rules on lenders, which means they can no longer have to consider normal commercial terms when deciding whether a business can apply or not. This means that even when a lender has previously rejected your application, they may now be able to accept it.
Is this scheme also open to larger businesses?
HM Treasury has now confirmed that from Monday, 6th of April, any businesses that meet the main criteria must be considered for a CBILS facility, even if they would otherwise qualify for a commercial facility. Prior to this, many businesses found that they were being turned down for a CBILS and instead referred to regular finance products or just rejected altogether. If a business has previously applied for and been turned down, we strongly recommend that they apply again, ensuring they have the correct evidence available. The government has also announced a further scheme to support businesses known as the Coronavirus Large Business Interruption Loan Scheme. It is aimed at large businesses with annual turnovers between 45 million and 500 million per year. These businesses cannot access facilities through the Coronavirus Business Interruption Loan Scheme, which is limited to those with turnovers below 45 million. Like the CBILS, a government guarantee of 80% will be provided to enable banks to lend in circumstances where they might not otherwise be able to. However, these loans will not have an interest-free period of 12 months like the smaller loans. Further details of how to access this scheme will be announced by the Treasury later in April. It is important that businesses are able to evidence applications they make to support their claim, including the provision of an up-to-date business plan, year-end accounts, management accounts, and cash flow projections. Producing these documents can be difficult and time-consuming, and so it is best to seek support from an experienced accountant. We are currently helping a wide range of businesses to access the finance they require. To find out how we can help, please contact our team at Knightslow today.